Good morning, good morning, good morning. Celeste Silver Cord here, bringing you some cards and coffee again over here, just because I'm having technical issues. For some reason, I can't get the other channel to go live yet. It said I did the thing that set it up for 24 hours, and then it would be fine. And then when I went to go do it again this morning, guess what? It told me I had to wait another 24 hours. So it's a little bit of a pet peeve, just because I only have a limited space for memory. We've gone over this before. I only have a limited space for memory on my phone. And this is a little Chromebook. It does not have any memory. This is the third laptop I bought last year. And I'm desperately trying to keep it alive with these kids, man, I'm telling you. It is storming here, and it is going to storm all day here. It's raining all across the East Coast. So everybody who was sending rain to the United States, you missed. Fires way over that way. They could be using all of this. I live in a swamp. We're pretty good on the water table here. Hope y'all are having a beautiful day. It is a new moon. I do suggest you do some self-cleansing rituals or something this today, you know. Give yourself a good salt bath, renew. Whereas the full moon is where you ask for your heart's desire. New moons is where you plant the seeds of intention, right? So the seeds of intention, I guess you could say you could be focusing on. Look at the box. The seeds of intentions that you could be planting is seeds for healthy intentions, things of that nature. I said that's what I was going to tell me today. Yeah, new moon in Virgo. New moon is at 7 a.m. So it's coming up here soon. And the moon enters into Libra at about 3 o'clock. Today's color is turquoise. And it says, sweet and fruity strawberry incense encourages generosity and affection. So that's a little tip for the moon. And now I say, I don't like it when you guys are like bodily fluids and jars and stuff like that. I mean, could it be my westernized germaphobe self with that one? But yeah, I still encourage sweet jars and stuff like that. Like if you are trying to see, be careful with them. You're never supposed to be casting against somebody's intention. If you're going to cast a sweet jar on somebody, it's not to get them to come back to you. It's just to try to balance out so it's not a negative energy connection between you guys anymore. It's essentially you putting your intention to, I'm not going to be mad or angry or bitter at this person anymore. And if you put enough intention into the fact that you are no longer angry, mad, or bitter, eventually, especially if you're more aware and stronger on other levels than these people, eventually your intention will overpower. And it comes down to the killing them with kindness thing, too. I mean, Dark Mirror is not having a good time today. I don't know. I'm going to go over here. That deck is so... But... Don't, now mess up my third train of thought. Butthead. Why are you being difficult today, huh? It's probably jealous I haven't used it in a while. So yeah, the killing them with kindness. Excuse me. No, I don't have the Rona. I have a post-nasal drip. I explain this every summer to you guys. So sometimes you just got to be nice, right? Used to find that, especially when I worked retail or fast food, and you run into somebody who's a real big jerk and they are just like being more and more of an asshole. It's like, A bubbly personality might not be able to kill your enemies with kindness, but a bubbly personality will annoy the hell out of them. So I find that hysterical, because that's what people who have to deal with, like, customers, that's what we deal with all the time. What? We got to sit here and be nice while these people scream and yell at us for things that are completely out of our control. So what do? You let that person make an ass out of themselves. You don't make an ass out of yourself. Saying this with everything that's going on with all these retrogrades, guys, just mind your tongue. Don't let people talk you into things or don't let people rile you up. That's staying grounded, in those types of situations. Besides that, we've been having to go, and I got a sipping and tripping that I want to put up. I've been having all kinds of technological issues. So the first one accidentally saved to my phone, so it cut me off at 15 minutes. The second one's like 27 minutes long. So I'm at the load one, unlisted, and then load the other, and then when they're both listed, then I can unlist both of them. That way they're in a row. But they will be on the Queen of Fire. Plus, I did a little thing on the Queen of Fire yesterday that I loaded up there. Which is funny because I've been having problems loading videos to this channel, but they're loading to the other one fine. So I might just have to do preloaded there for a little while, just until, I don't know, views or subscribers jump up, or YouTube keeps telling me all I need to do is wait 24 hours. But every time 24 hours is up and I come back, it tells me I got to wait another 24 hours. So I don't know. I still can't go live, even with how much I've done on this channel. I still can't go live on my phone on this channel. It won't let me until I break over 1,000 subscribers on it. Which I could have so easily done. But, hindsight's 2020. Ha 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 ha. This is why I usually wait till 7 and not do this at 5. Give myself a chance to clear my throat out from sleeping. Hope you guys are being safe. I'm not watching the news yet this morning. I was just checking out some things on the new moon in Virgo. Which I've always like, damn it. Okay, damn it. Now where did those two go? I lost my 2 desk buddies. I had them over there, and they're not there now because somebody moved them. Ay. They're always touching my stuff. I like Virgo. There's the symbolism of the sign, the priestess. A lot of people go, the virgin, but take the term virgin for its true term. Virgin did not always mean some untouched maiden, Virgin used to mean woman of virtue. That was it. She was virtuous. It means she didn't have sex or anything else like that. I mean, the priestesses in old days used to be able to choose partners on the Beltane and stuff like that. They were still considered virgins. I mean, they would have, choose partners on the Beltane and have babies and raise them in their little, I don't want to say convent, but you know what I mean, those type of things. And they would raise the kids in there, and the kids can decide whether, when they got older, whether they wanted to follow the spiritual stuff with their mothers or if they wanted to, join the village. When human history got to be all about sex, but it's definitely destroyed a lot. It's destroyed a lot. It's little things that upset me, It's like people make it impossible to be friends. That's a big thing I've been dealing with. But I got 2 ex-husbands that both still want to have a relationship with the kids. I still would like to be able to have a friendship with them. But, my first husband, he has a problem with saying inappropriate things. It's like there's these type of guys that just, whatever situation they're in, if they've slept with the girl there, they have to constantly bring it up. And then they wonder why everybody's always mad at them and nobody really wants to hang out with them. And it's like, because, dude, you can't do anything without boasting. I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. And then you wonder why you got no guy friends? If you were the biggest player in high school, you got to keep bringing it up all the time, making it awkward for everybody. Stop that shit, guys. It's not cool. Not cool. All right. I don't suggest that, but it works for me. All right. There it is. So, overall message for this new moon for you guys. You ready for this? It'll be a little bit rough. The underlying message, I got the deceiver, the siren, moving on, building a new team, and focusing on your business. So someone, I believe this is a past timeline here. You've moved on from a deceiver to a siren, or he was a siren. Moved on from it, built a new team, and you're trying to focus on your business, right? Or focus on you. Or focus on what you need to be focusing on. I see messages coming in. They're going to destroy illusions with this moon, followed by new messages and new business opportunities of that nature. So this is going to be something that inspires you, fires you up. It's going to bust through an illusion in your mind. Then it's going to bring in messages of possible income or ways of building up on this new idea now that these illusions have been moved out of the way. But you're being guided. All right. So now, this is also the temperance. This is balancing out what is actually illusion and what is your true purpose, okay? So that's what's in between these two. And I mean, you're dealing with a lot of immature energies right now, guys. You're just coming into a lot of this stuff. A lot of us are just coming into a lot of this stuff. So what is an illusion? What is a delusion in your mind that you're creating that you think you can do? And what is the universe actually guiding you to your purpose? Because there's a lot of deceivers. 7 of Swords again at the end of this trial. So it started at the beginning of that story and it's at the end of this one. Be mindful of people who are just talking shit. There is a lot of con artists out there. People are like, over here, I've not been doing as much readings lately. And people are like, well, I have to push more. Why don't you advertise more? Why don't you da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Why? Because I'm paying attention to my Facebook feed. It's flooded right now with tarot readers. Coven the Silver Cord has been getting collections of tarot readers for a while now, too. We've got a bunch of readers in there now. That from beginners to, established pages are in there. And, yeah, a lot of people are, because tarot reading and hypnosis and things like that are a luxury commodity. It's not really a high-end business, right? And it's not really for me either, because a lot of the people I work with, my whole point is to inspire people to do better than where they are. And if I elevate myself too far above the people I'm trying to actually help, then I don't really feel like I'm doing my purpose, right? I didn't come here to help cushy little Eves that are subservient housewives to their husbands and their... I know I sound like I'm talking shit when I say stuff like that. I'm not. It's just that's not the demographic I came to help. I did not come to help lonely housewives. That's not what I came to help. No, I didn't come to help people who already have it all. You know, I want to help people who are, realistic. People who live in small little towns and small little houses and have real problems and things like that, and help them get through those kind of hard times. I mean, someone who can afford $100 online reading that only takes 20 minutes, it's not the demographic I'm trying to help. Just putting that out there. All right, so all the deceivers and the illusions and the new messages coming in and everything else and all this turmoil and everything else right now, this was the overall tarot card that I got. 10 of Cups. We are headed for it, guys. Things are going to start lightening up here. Just get to the holidays. I'm telling you, after the solstice, it's going to be galactic shift, man. And I got the Native American card. Now, these are my past life cards. This is a cycle that has been going on since the beginning and the creation of the Big Bang. But this cycle is focusing on, and now this is the Native American card, but this really represents living in harmony with the earth. This represents there is a vast number of very old souls that people think are long time humans, right? We're not long-time humans. We're earthbound souls. This is our source energy. You guys look up at the stars, the Pleiadians. You look up at the stars, the Sirians. They look up at the stars, the Arcturians. They look up at the stars and they go, oh, I'm so homesick. I would love to be there. Earthbound souls are happy here. We love it here. The earth is the most beautiful, perfect paradise for us. The only thing that's destroying it is people who are destroying the earth, which is literally, and I didn't want to get political with this, that is the one thing I hate about Trump. That is the one thing I hate about him. He rolled back the EPA. California's on freaking fire. The Keystone Pipeline busted and destroyed Standing Rock's water. Now he wants to roll back the EPA regulations on the vaccines to push it out sooner, so it's out in 12 weeks instead of, it would have taken the other side 2 years to get that vaccine out. But you know what? Be damned if that shit's touching my kids or me or anybody in this house. Nobody in this house is taking a vaccine that's only 12 weeks old. And if any of you do, you're freaking insane as far as I'm concerned. All right. Perchance to Dream, Black Flower Fragrance. So I'm taking these as sleep, perchance to dream. A lot of people are purposely sleeping through a lot of this stuff. You're just numbing yourself to all these changes and you're not wanting to. Some people are going to go back to sleep. And it is your choice if you want to. All right? It is your choice if you want to go back to sleep. All right? Black Flower Fragrance. Understand. This card is all about the energy you're producing. So if you go back to sleep, you go back to putting out that frequency of being asleep. And there's, and then you got to worry, not that you got to worry about it, but then you got to understand that your life will still shift again. If you've woken up, started making new connections, new soul tribe connections and stuff like that, you want to go back to sleep, that energy is going to cause a shift again. You're going to lose the new friends. So this month, these moons are all about deciding who it is you really want to be. Winds of activation are coming, guys, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it at this point to change it. What will be, will be. You got to decide what frequency you want to be on and hold it. Everybody keeps talking about the new world and, we're going to the new world and stuff like that. Now, be careful, because I see there's going to be these Looney Tunes out there that are going to, with the winter solstice lineup, you got to be careful. Because remember, back in 2012, a bunch of Looney Tunes killed themselves then too, because they thought that would killing themselves on the solstice would bring them into the new world. That's not how it works, guys. It's not how it works. It's going to be so subtle feeling to you that people are going to be like, oh, you were just crazy. You didn't know what you're talking about. To think that these shifts have never happened before in human history, we just haven't recorded them. We did record them. It's just it didn't get recorded like that, you know? It'll be so subtle. It'll be so subtle. You're not even going to, it's not going to be an asteroid hitting the Earth or anything crazy like that. The world will still go on, and you're not even going to notice unless you've been paying attention as to whether you even shifted or not. And that's the point, because if it were to do it as radical as people try to say it's going to be, if they were to do it, it would completely break your mind. Because when it boils down to in the 3D realm, you're still in a 3D body with a 3D mind, which is only capable of, certain things. Like my mom's computer can only hold so much memory, so we had to get a second terabyte drive to hold our extra stuff in it. If we were to dump all of that into her actual just computer, it would blow the system. So a lot of people have been getting super paranoid. And a lot of people are in like super wormholes right now. And some of you guys make me very nervous with it because I've been warning about this for a while. The next phase of this, if you guys are not careful, you will get diagnosed with messiah complexes and schizophrenia. If you keep running around with all these black eye things. I mean, so what? So when I had a sty in my eye and I had a black eye, that means I let an alien climb into my head? Are you serious? I channel spirits all the time. It never blacks my eye. An alien crawled through their eyeball. Guys, come on. There's a level of ridiculousness that you guys need to stop. All these people had a black eye. I've had a black eye before too. They're pulling pictures out of these people, the famous people's lives, man. And it's 20-something years of media that these people are digging through. And you found that they had a black eye once in their life? Now, when I first heard about flat Earth, I didn't buy it for 1 second. But I did go to YouTube and I did look it all up and I did do all the things to research it and see what was what and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I used my logical mind and put it together in logical terms. And some of you guys just got to get realistic with it. You cannot believe everything you read on the freaking internet, man. A lot of it is set up to be misdirection, and you're going to dive yourselves in wormholes and you're going to make yourself a paranoid schizophrenic if you're not careful, all right? So some of you guys got to tone it down because you're going to end up destroying yourself instead of moving into the peaceful Earth or the peaceful timeline. You're going to keep yourself on the shit timeline because you're going to be paranoid the whole way through thinking that aliens are going to climb into your eyeballs. Stop. All right? I love you guys so much. And I want, especially the group that's still following me and the group in the Covenant of Silver Word, I want you guys coming on the good timeline, right? Don't want you coming on the alien apocalyptic timeline. All right? This is not going to be an alien apocalyptic timeline. That timeline lands you in a psych ward. Insight opens the third eye and strengthens your intuition to what is true and what is not true. Definitely take some time to focus on this tonight. Dragonfly, you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. But there's some things you really gotta stop. All right? There's some things you just have to be realistic about. There's some stories that are so out of control, large, that the sci-fi TV shit, that you guys have to know that that's all bullshit, entertainment, gossip news. It's just clickbait shit, guys. All right? I love y'all. We got to start living in harmony with the earth. Y'all, starseeds have to stop hating being human, hating being here, being miserable, being bitchy. Just, I don't want to be a human anymore. I don't want to deal with people. I'm a starseed. I came to raise the frequency of the earth, but I hate it here. I hate the earth. I hate people. I hate humanity. I hate this. There's aliens and everybody's evil and that's not raising the frequency of the earth. The hell timeline are you trying to head towards? I'm trying to head towards solar power and wind power and clean water and clean parts where people don't throw their trash out and biodegradable bags and stuff and things that clean up the ocean and finding things like that. That's the timeline I'm heading towards. I don't know what kind of nightmare you guys are creating for yourselves to head towards, but that's not where I'm going, and you will not be able to find me when you get there. I promise you. Because there's 2 times that these things happen. Timelines crash upon themselves, and that is what is happening right now. And by the winter solstice, it will split back into 2 timelines. And if you're in terror with all your conspiracy theories, you will go down onto the other timeline while everybody else goes off. And like I said, it's not going to be like aliens are going to land on Earth and offer you a ride in their spaceship to take off. If you were an alien, would you come here and pick up a bunch of people? Just saying, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all. I know it was a little spicy this morning with y'all, but it's been a thing. And you guys keep trying to post some of this weird conspiracy stuff and, oh, this is an alien spaceship video from YouTube in my Facebook group. And it's like, that's not what it's about, guys. I'm not going to post those YouTube videos. Why? There's no proof they're real. I've got proof. No, you don't. You don't got proof. You got YouTube videos, which are easily edited, adapted, and taken out of context. I've been working in the movie, well, I'm not working in the movie industry, but I've been around the movie industry all my life. You have no idea how easy it is. I mean, you don't even need a lot of technology to make a fake alien video. You gotta start putting it together. I mean, like, it's like people who say that we've never been to space, but at the same time, we're all talking about how we've seen the Starlight satellites. We literally watch Elon Musk and SpaceX launch rockets, and then satellites appear in the sky, yet people go, we've never been to space. That's all fake. What sense does that make? Well, they spend $1,000 in rocket fuel just to launch a rocket so it can crash into the... Why? Before you fall into a conspiracy hole over something as ridiculous like flat Earth, think to yourself, what is the point, purpose, what money can be made, what way is it controlling the population to lie about the Earth being round? It makes absolutely no sense at all to make that lie. Yet people insist on wasting extreme amount of energy trying to convince other people that the Earth is flat. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. You know, the Starseed community, the enlightened community, the woke community, you guys really got to start getting it together, man. I mean, you got to start being logical about stuff. I mean, does the government do shady shit? Yeah, TWA, Flight 800, 9/11, things like that. Those conspiracies have actual proof around them and actual evidence on them. And It's time to start getting logical, all right? You really want to set intentions, you really want to go into the new good timeline, you got to start setting intentions to go into the new timeline and let go of these horror story conspiracy theories that don't make no sense, don't make nobody no money, and don't accomplish anything. All right. That was weird. That was bitchy. I apologize for that, guys. I do hope you have a beautiful day. It's going to be storming here all day, so maybe I will take 30 minutes and do a meditation and try to cleanse out some of that energy. I was just, I get bombarded sometimes. Every now and then I'll get a person that'll send me a whole bunch of really crazy videos, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't think Trump's a twin clone. He might be being controlled by Melania. That's totally possible. I understand that's feasible. But to say there's two of them and one wears a red tie and one wears a blue tie. Well, I saw him wearing a striped tie the other day. So what is there, 3 now? Think about it, man. Come on, guys. I love y'all. I love you so much. And I'm going to go now because I just feel like I'm just ranting at this point. And blessed be all those who walk these weird and twisted paths with me. Namaste. I do love you guys so much. And I want you all on a new timeline with us. All right? I'll catch you in the morning.